were scouts at 63 of our last 70 practices, so this is an everyday thing for us, Dave.
And Molly, Oregon coming into tonight got here about 45 minutes before tip. They were staying out in Torrance, and it took them well over an hour to get here as Brooks starts the game.
Everybody, they want this spotlight. They want this electricity here. It's fantastic that Magic and Mitch Kupchak and all the other guys from the highest level of basketball are here tonight. What could be better?
Here's TJ Leaf, one of the guys we didn't mention in the opening, 5th in rebounding and scoring as well.
Oregon has to get a great offensive start.
And they do it the other night.
At Washington as well. Terrible pass, Lonzo Ball.
And here's Bell, the Long Beach native, gets the basket and a foul.
Legendary spots. He's got 40 family.
And by the way, the foul was on Lonzo Ball. That's important. Steve Alford wants him to play 36, 37 minutes in this game.
Why not 40?
UCLA number 2 in the country in scoring. Oregon is terrific anymore. That was in the 70s.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Here's Hamilton on the drive. And there's Welsh with the foul. Scored 20 points, a season high.
That was Welsh's first game back after being out with a knee injury. He's doing fine right now. The team's best free throw shooter as well.
Here's Bell and Brooks, an open look. You got to get
Welsh the way that Jordan Bell has been able to develop as a great offensive player. UCLA looks confused offensively.
Here's Leaf for 3.
That's a very tough.
He's a very important player in this Oregon team.
He's the leader. He's the emotional guy. He's the stability, the Rock of Gibraltar. Oldest guy in the history of the Conference of Champions.
Ennis played at Rice and at Villanova before coming to Oregon. He's from Canada. As Brooks misses.
Already infinitely better than it was against Arizona. Wow, what a whooping that was by the Wildcats.
They'll have Lonzo Ball up top. They were not doing that earlier. Right now they're in man with Ball defending Peyton Pritchard.
And one of the advantages that gives you is length up top so that they can't just see over the top and pass wherever they want to. UCLA has to get the ball to TJ Leaf at the high post if they're going to be successful in the set offense tonight. Great ball movement by the Ducks.
Ennis is shooting the lights out in conference play, better than 50% from three-point land.
Dylan Ennis got the braids through his hair. Referees tonight. This game is going to be won by getting up and down, guarding somebody, making shots, grabbing rebounds.
Hamilton with back-to-back baskets. That's a three-pointer.
UCLA has so many different weapons who can score in such a variety of ways. And when Isaac Hamilton is on fire, seem to like this call, but
that's because they saw the flop. There's Welsh with the
slopper. He's a champion. He's growing up as a young man here. He's done a great job of building a life for himself. So stay off him, please.
By the way, if you want to see my eyes rolling, you can actually see that on ESPN3 and the Watch ESPN app. We actually have a behind-the-scenes camera where you can watch my reactions to
joining us here in the second half.
I'll ask Dick, as Brooks misses, how he ever was when he worked with you.
In those days, I could not speak. And he liked me a lot better then.
So the bill wasn't that much then.
Great defense by Tyler Dorsey.
Hamilton from the corner. He's got the hot hand, but misfires there.
The only Oregon native on this entire roster for Dana Altman now in his 7th year.
Beautiful.
This is a great start for the Ducks. Exactly what they needed. Give them the confidence to come in here, play the big road game. It's the most experienced and veteran team in the entire Conference of Champions.
15 a game. He's number 2 in the country in assists. As TJ Leaf gets to the rim, Oregon.
When you talk to Lonzo Ball about his favorite players, LeBron James. You know, it's a whole new generation out here. Chris Boucher into the lineup right now. TJ Leaf, so critically important. His matchup here with Dylan Brooks.
Here's Boucher for 3. Air ball.
Boucher has to have a monster game.
Here's Hamilton. Can't get the 3. There's Welsh with the offensive rebound. Throws it up for grab.
Boucher does not have the experience of playing all these huge games. Dylan Brooks been playing his entire life. Coming on-on-one. They don't have to resort to gimmicks, to double teams. They can just flat out say, I'm guarding you here, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Wow, deep 3. He took 1 shot. every game he does what's necessary, whether it's scoring or setting up his teammates for Oregon to win.
Even though he comes from a basketball family, he's the older one of all the boys that play basketball from the Ennis family.
Two from here, he's accepted his role and he's thrived.
Tough, fierce, can do everything. Tyler Dorsey got to come and deliver some offense.
And he does. A two-pointer there for Dorsey, his second basket.
And Casey Benson up forcing the ball out of Lonzo Ball's hands early.
Here's Leaf on the drive. Offensive foul. Brooks drawing the charge. 18-10. Oregon in front by 8. 6.5 minutes gone by. Here's Brooks. Goes right at the defender. Oh, my goodness.
Just let it go like that's what I'm supposed to do out here. He came running down the court and went right over and got in Magic's face. Said, yeah, we're here to play from Eugene.
There's Ball with a beautiful spin and by Lonzo Ball for his first points of the night.
Oregon's set offense has been so good, the Bruins have not been able to get out in transition.
Here's Dorsey attacking and gets it swatted.
EK, send it back. Annie Bogu.
Hamilton and
who a couple years ago picked T.J. McConnell all year long.
Joe Young had a terrific year.
No, we don't want to take away from Joe Young or Oregon. But all the games I did, T.J. McConnell was clearly the best player.
Bill, here's that zone with Ball up top, something that Steve Alford has adjusted since the first meeting late December.
Great pass, Casey Benson.
Dorsey nails it.
Is going to go down as the winningest player in the history of Oregon Duck basketball. That title currently held by Jonathan Lloyd. Remember the little man, the little big man. But Casey Benson, when all is said and done, he will be the one guy with more victories than any other Duck in history. Congratulations, Casey.
Hamilton tries to alley-oop it to Ani Bogu.
Himself up there, and that's a violation, a technical foul.
Ani Bogu, a guy that is getting a lot of attention now from the NBA folks. He's a freshman from Corona, California.
But he's not right yet. He missed the first 5 games of the season with a knee surgery in October. Missed a game last week in Washington State with that same sore knee.
But as you would say, Bill, he's a winner of the genetic lottery, and that's what the NBA people love is, boy, it looked like a foul as Boucher hit the deck. Gigi Goldeman comes over. They rule it a block. Dana Altman can't believe it.
Great recovery, Tyler Dorsey. If you're the Oregon Ducks, ignore the refs and just keep playing and attacking that rim every time. Boucher's got to finish.
He missed again. And here's
Great
Ball.
Pass.
Terrific outlet to Hamilton. Boy, bad miss that time. Maybe the moment too big for UCLA here. Pritchard for 3. Off target.
Look at Tyler Dorsey.
Today. Who do you got?
Steph Curry. Come on. Who do you say?
Steph Curry. But he's not little. I mean, Steph is bigger than you think. He's 6'3", but
not 6'3".
He's got
maybe 5'11".
You know what? Maybe Russell Westbrook. Russell might be smaller than Steph Curry. He's 6'2", 6'2.5". So it's either Westbrook or Curry.
Kidding.
Well, you said Draymond Green was 6'4" last year. You're out of your mind. He's like 6'8", 6'9".
Everybody under 6'10" looks exactly the same.
Dorsey fouled by
the Bruins of their 11th championship.
That was against Missouri.
As Magic sitting 20 feet.
Dorsey at the line.
I was surprised how far Bill Russell was down that list.
By the way, UCLA without an assist. They lead the nation in assists, but they don't have any so far in this game.
And they've got the big promo going on here tonight. Lonzo Ball dropping dimes.
Ani Bogu went for the dunk again. Well, let him play unless there's a foul. Then blow the whistle. Here's Brooks for 3. On the money. And watch ESPN. How about the last 2 weeks for Oregon? They lose to Colorado, barely beat Arizona State, then beat Arizona by almost 30, and they're leading by 13 tonight.
They basically led by absolutely spectacular. What in the head-to-head series between these two great schools, UCLA has basically a 2-1 lead over time. But Oregon has won the last 3. Throw it down. What a pass. Delivering. He's the heart and soul of this team personality-wise. Dylan Brooks is a very quiet guy. Has the headphones on, really focused into the zone. Jordan Bell on the team bus, which must have took an eternity to get up here from.
Matter though. They barely got to shoot around, but it didn't matter.
This game is a long way from being over.
Well, just the fact it didn't matter is the way they're shooting the ball here, and they lead by 17 over the number 10 team in the country.
And they're playing great defense. What confidence. Dana Altman, the ability to develop players.
Deep three from Ball is on in the mid-40s percentage-wise.
Oregon had that game in complete control early on up at Eugene. And then Lonzo Ball just took over from three-point land.
Pritchard can't answer.
Extension on the closeout by T.J. Leaf.
Another chance for Ball. This one too strong.
Excel in every aspect of the game. Both of these teams, they pass the ball. Great defense there. Oh, Boucher, man. Chris doesn't do it every game.
Right.
And that's the next step for him. Boucher again. Now milk that hot hand. Give him the confidence. 7-man rotation here for Dana Altman. They really have 7 starters. Casey Benson and Boucher have both spent major times during their careers as starters for Dana Altman.
Brooks, a deep three-pointer. Almost banked it in. I think that's what Altman wanted there. Holiday gets a look with Ball finding him. Way off on the three. Still no. Make that one assist.
UCLA does in assist-to-turnover ratio. And here they are being forced to play one-on-one basketball. Not the strength of their game. But now the Ducks seem to have just slowed down a little bit here.
Boucher from the corner. That's his spot. Swish it.
The Bruin faithful just staggered here.
That's 6 3-pointers for Oregon.
UCLA has 18 points. When they honored Kareem at halftime for his Presidential Medal of Freedom, that's just inexcusable.
6 minutes to go here in the first half. Boucher again, this time short. Reading back, and that was what Dane Altman told us at shoot-around. If they get back in transition against UCLA, they'll be in good shape. Here's Ball.
Great defense, Dylan Brooks. We're ready, and they have delivered. Dana is not a guy who ever makes excuses. He was hired by Pat Kilkenny 7 years ago, just before the opening of Matthew Knight Arena, and the Ducks have never looked back. Greatest 7 years in their program's history. Howard Hobson, the coach, and then Phil Knight. Most important man in the history of all sports. When I got Red Auerbach and Larry Bird on the phone, they said, yeah, come on, we'll take you on our squad. And it was fantastic to play against Magic. What a competitor. What a spirit. What a force of nature. Thank you for your life, Magic. And UCLA's press has really caused the Bruins a ton of trouble. Why is Lonzo Ball out of the game?
Because I told you, Steve Alford said he's not going to play 40 minutes. By the way, that's the first turnover of the game by Oregon. Holiday with the left hand.
The possession. That's the perfect offensive basketball that we're coming to expect. We saw it in Maui against UConn, the third game. Dylan Ennis, can he get it back? No.
And Holiday with the rebound, a chance for UCLA to get it to single digits. Here's Hamilton out of control, but Alford cleans it up from the corner. 8 points for the Bruins. Everybody on their feet here at Pauling. Bell knows.
Who can make a defensive stop? Who can push this crowd back into their seats? Conference of Champions, over-the-top spectacular. He is here is that whoever wins that title and hopefully the highest seed, Phoenix for the NCAA title. This crowd is electric right now.
14 straight UCLA points, but Dorsey.
He killed the games and the parade at the same time.
The game here.
They're not better without him.
No, but they're playing well right now.
When they're not fast breaking with Lonzo Ball. T.J. Leaf at the high post. Ike, who has regressed with that knee problem. Just playing 18 minutes a game. His breakout game against Kentucky at Lexington. Great.
Bell with the...
You did not play with great guards, please. He was born, Tyler Dorsey, in 1996, a year after UCLA's last championship. A year before Arizona's championship in 97. Great defense, Peyton Pritchard. After the championship. He went there right after they won the championship.
How about UConn as that three rattles down, 100 straight win. Here the Bruins within 5 again. They trailed by 19 earlier in the half. Bryce Alford has 12 points.
Congratulations, Gino. Go for 200.
Go for 200. I don't know if he's going to coach that long. Ennis.
Whoever Bryce Alford guards, spread the floor and go to the basket for a layup.
Oh, missed the dunk
Of Ike Anibogu.
Hard to get around him. Here's Pritchard.
At some point, somebody's got to shoot that ball from the perimeter. You just can't keep this faux weave here and these inconsequential pump fakes.
I think it's a real weave, not a faux one. Shot clock at
So
3.
down.
Bell missed the layup, and look at Pritchard.
Everybody was shocked that Jordan Bell missed that little triple, that little layup right in front of the basket there, please. Jordan's parents are here tonight. Carolyn and Craig came up from Long Beach. 5 of his siblings are here.
Boy, bad defense.
What happens when you got a guy who can play the high post offensively because Jordan has to come away from the basket.
Pritchard again, back to
A much different role here. Up at Colorado when Oregon inexplicably lost, didn't bring the offense at all. He was the guy that carried him after Dylan Brooks couldn't get a thing done and got in foul trouble.
Holiday's 3, no good.
Look at Jordan Bell.
He averages 8 per game. Oregon holding for the final shot of the half.
Give it to Dylan Brooks and let him drive to the hoop. Or Tyler Dorsey, one of the two.
Dorsey to Ennis, 3, ball no. Bell did not get it off in time. It won't count. It didn't.
College basketball's popularity rose into the stratosphere.
Dick, you've obviously done some great games recently as well. What's it like to be here and watch this UCLA team? This is the best Bruin team they've had in a while.
Hey, how about that for a... They got to get Leaf and Ball going here in the second half.
Well, Bill was complaining that Ball was on the bench, and when he complained about it, they went on a 14-0 run.
Why take your best player out of the game?
Well, they went on a 14-0 run.
These guys can't miss. There's another from outside.
Hey, in Orlando, the oh my, the jumper with 14.5 seconds to go. Your memories, please.
Oh, yeah, they stopped the game after that. It was right in line with our broadcast position in Orlando. And, of course, he had announced that year of HIV. And
Bill, and what was your psychiatric and attorney fees when you did?
Next question.
Dick, I've still got my lucky coin. Remember the coin from the games, and we'd have John Wooden on the phone, and oh my gosh.
Yes. You know, if I were home right now, I'd say, get that bloke out of here. This is a big game, UCLA, Oregon. We don't need to hear about his history.
That's not true.
You're Welsh with the basket. How much do you follow college basketball?
Quite a bit. You know, I try to catch, especially UCLA. I live in San Diego, so I follow the Aztecs, San Diego State. They're having an off season this year, but a great coach like Wooden, Steve Fisher. We've got a lot of talent.
Dylan Brooks for 3. He's got
Amazing.
7 points here.
28th. Dick, talk about the UCLA legends Kareem and Sidney Wicks.
Well, they were, yeah, you excluded yourself there. Wicks is here. There's a good Leaf. You never had that option, and that's why we had teams at UCLA that continued to win titles.
Here's Bell, and he's fouled by Thomas Welsh here in the second half.
Well, it's still available, I guess. That ball isn't shooting enough. They've done a good job of defending him tonight.
They haven't been able to get in transition. They haven't been able to get the running game going. Oregon is too disciplined.
Here's Leaf on the drive. Boy, it looked like there was...
Please.
The 2 play-by-play guys say it's a foul. We overrule you.
You can leave any time.
Her stand up on her own. She is conscious. She walked off under her own power. Just an unfortunate situation.
Okay, but that's
Thank
great
you,
news.
Molly.
Thank
Say
you for
a
the
prayer.
update.
Light a candle for that young angel from UCLA. Look at Jordan Bell and Sean Miller, the masters of preparation, the masters of development. All the other coaches are trying to get there. Can Oregon sustain, though?
If Oregon wins, it'll be tied with Arizona atop the Pac-12 standings, and they only play once, Arizona and Oregon, and the Ducks beat them by almost 30 as Pritchard misses.
Lonzo just doesn't look sharp tonight. Surprising, shocking.
Misses the 3. There's Leaf. Oh, blew the putback attempt.
Come on, that's a very tough shot. Please.
Here's Dorsey.
When was the last time you made that shot?
Never.
Okay.
That's why I'm sitting next to you, and I'm a foot shorter than you. But he's 6'10", and he's right at the rim. Got to put that back in, especially when you're down 14.
He was 4 feet away, and Jordan Bell was right there, breathing down his neck. Great pass.
Oh, reverse dunk by...
This game's just getting started. Good. Let it go all night long. Let Dick Enberg come back.
He's retired, Bill. Sorry.
He's not retired. He's just doing different stuff right now. including his fantastic play, McGuire, an 8-week run in Milwaukee.
Dorsey, you're going to be on with Van Pelt after the game. What do you just call him?
It's a turtle, right? It's a terrapin.
Okay, well, I just want to make sure that you weren't saying he was a turtle, as Dylan Brooks.
And he's sitting right in front of Neil Everett. Hey, did you ever read Shoe Dog?
Would you stop asking me that?
Why? It's like
I just saw you 3 days ago, and I hadn't read it then. Hadn't started it.
You're the face of the Pac-12 Conference of Champions. Oregon's on top. They're winning this game.
I don't want to talk about Phil Knight. I want to talk about number 10 versus number 5. As much as I respect Phil Knight, he's not a topic of conversation right now.
He's a Hall of Fame member from the University of Oregon. We talked about Ann Myers.
Here's Dorsey.
Talked about Dick Enberg.
Well, it is Dick Enberg night. That's why we talked about Dick and had him on.
Shot clock, talk about him every night.
Here's Dorsey with 1 on the timer. Got it.
And Brooks, they'll make a big turnaround, momentum-killing play that absolutely stymies this Bruin attack. Great pass. Come on, stick a fork in it, please.
And now Dorsey, a 3-on-1. Bell to trailer, fouled. It won't. Oregon is a 2-seed, has Arizona a 2-seed. Tells you 7 times a day, right? Because the bracketology changed.
It can't change 7 times in the same day before the games even start.
Leave? No, but Welsh is there with the...
Exquisitely sharp tonight. The sharpness has belonged to the Oregon Ducks. Can they sustain, though?
Both teams are 21-3 overall. UCLA lost here at home to Arizona. 1 at Kentucky. This would be its biggest Pac-12 win if the Bruins can come back from 13 down with 13 minutes to go.
3 conference losses to all real good teams for UCLA. Oregon, Arizona,
and SC. And they lost to Oregon at the buzzer as Dorsey forces it up.
One of the 11 worst in school history for the Ducks.
Here's Welsh, got Bell off his feet, puts it in.
Threes.
Oregon trying to calm the crowd down, which desperately wants to get into it. A full house here, hardest ticket to get in a long time at Pauley. Ennis in and out. Bell almost tipped it in. But Hamilton.
UCLA's right there. Oregon's got to keep scoring. That's their biggest problem.
Hamilton.
Oregon. Bowerman and the men of Oregon. This is in the
book, your autobiography.
Look, you show this for you, please.
Superman?
Supermensch, Shep Gordon.
You said Superman.
The shoe dog of Hollywood and entertainment. Casey Benson.
And it's back to a 13-point lead.
Every time the Ducks have responded. Whoa.
Ball, no. And finally,
Bill out of the game, and the Bruins just have a field day playing like Karch Karai, Jim Mingus, Kent Steffes, Greg Lee, right at the rim, right at the net. Send it back.
By the way, that camera that you saw, the camera shot, that's actually on ESPN3. You can actually watch my reaction to all of Bill's commentary.
Dylan Ennis is everywhere. You know, Dylan Ennis wasn't that good of a high school player.
Here's Boucher from the corner. Loves that spot, but misfire.
Holtman's got to get Jordan Bell back in the game.
Here's Hamilton for 3. It's good! Joe over here.
Slow Joe, why are you so deprecating, please?
That's his nickname.
No
he
way.
loves it. Joe Sullivan.
Please, he's quick as can be.
Here's Brooks. Gets it rejected. Now the Bruins with ball in transition. All the way. Got it. 7 straight points. The Bruins had a 14-0 run in the first half. I think the players are having trouble hearing Altman, who's calling out a play from the hash mark.
It has to be visual. Who's going to create offensively? Who can finish?
Dorsey, no.
Going right now. He's moving quicker than everybody else.
Here he is for 3. Way off the mark.
Look at Jordan Bell fight. And now he needs some creativity in this matchup. Head-to-head. Lonzo Ball, Dylan Brooks.
Ball has struggled, though. 1 of 5 from 3. Does have 8 rebounds, but just 1 assist for Ball, who comes in number 2 in the country in that category.
What did Bill Russell say? The only thing that matters, who wins the game. Wow.
Dorsey hanging.
A layup. Gave it up. Didn't have his legs underneath him.
I think he thought it was going to get rejected, too, by Ani Bogu, who was right there, sizing him up.
Ani Bogu, what a talent, what a force. Just doesn't have the health right now. Beautiful pass, Lonzo.
Leaf, no. Ani Bogu can't tip it in.
Boucher, Bell, Brooks up front. Benson, Dorsey out in front. No weaknesses whatsoever.
Number 10 UCLA, number 5 Oregon.
Wow.
Dorsey all the way to the...
Tyler Dorsey's dad, mom here tonight, Jared, Sonia.
Tyler from Pasadena, balls 3. He's there! Off of Dorsey's foot and out of...
Lonzo Ball playing in front of Magic Johnson here tonight. Beautiful pass, TJ.
He told me the seniors came to him in the summer and said, "You be our leader, we will go as you go." Dave.
And he's got 10 points now for UCLA, which is within 5, under 8 to play. Here's Bell trying to power his way over Leaf.
Horrific time trying to generate good shots.
Alford, who had the hot hand in the first half. Here's Welsh on the baseline. Hits it.
3 years. That was not the wife Marie right next to him. She's in the row behind him. The whole family has got that section there. Ducks need offense. They need to fly with wings of their own. Be men of Oregon here.
Here's Brooks, off balance, can't. On UCLA, again, 3 on Leaf. Here's Dylan Ennis, hit a couple of big threes in the first half. He'll take another one off the mark.
Look at Jordan Bell.
To Boucher, and Boucher missed, but got it back, and then
Scotty did. In the 1990 or 91 final.
Earlier, you and I will see LeBron next Wednesday. You and I, along with Dick Vitale, will do the Cavs and Pacers in Cleveland on ESPN next Wednesday.
Really? Who told you that?
You did.
Oh, Jordan Bell.
They just did. If they hadn't yet.
It's always a good idea to let the boss make the announcements, please.
Come on, when you're on the MegaCast, all you were doing was talking about that the entire game before anybody had put that out there, so I don't want to hear it from you.
UCLA's defense, solid, individual, no gimmicks.
Here's Brooks. Shot clock at 1. Benson has to fire. And there's Brooks for the offensive rebound. The Bruins just stood around.
Ton of time, please. They're up against the shot clock literally every time. Lonzo Ball is taking over on the offensive end. Somebody from the Ducks have got to send these Bruins back home.
They are home. Here's Benson with 4 on the shot clock. Now Bell with 2. Broken up. Leaf with the intercept. Finds Holiday.
He's tenacious. He can do everything. And he loves to play defense.
Got a foul. Well, Magic was 6'9". I don't think I call him small. He was a point guard. He's 6'9", 6'10".
Have you? Everybody under 6'11" looks exactly the same.
I can't hear you right now.
What?
I'm not complaining, though. Oregon by 1.
Well, Oregon's standing around. They've lost their spark offensively.
Here's Dorsey for 3. Too strong. Rebound.
Right in the middle of everything. What was the biggest lead in this game?
Oregon led by 19 early in the game. The Bruins with a chance to take the lead here. Alford sets up for 3. Too strong, but there's Lee for the offensive rebound.
All the long rebounds are going to UCLA as momentum is completely switched.
Look at this. Ball wants Brooks.
Right.
Ball against Brooks. Here's the screen from Leaf. The roll. Leaf.
Beautiful rotation. Boucher.
And then,
still a mercy.
And right in front of Randy McCall, the official, so he had a good look at it. Excellent official. Shot clock at 9. Here's Alford on the drive. Kicks it up. 3-ball Holiday. Here's Brooks down the lane. Wild shot. Cleared by Ball.
The only thing that matters. Ike Anibogu has been a huge factor for the Bruins.
Leaf driving.
Back from the dead. Do they have another big run in them right now, or did they leave it on the freeway, the 405, trying to get here from Torrance prior to the game?
Oregon has missed its last 7 field goal tries. No points in almost 4 minutes. Will they go to Brooks, who hit that game-winning 3?
Who can create?
Here's Dorsey. He's had a good night. But look at the defense by the Bruins. Shot clock at 1. Dorsey gets it off.
Refs can't hear anything. What? The Ducks are wasting too much time early on in the shot clock. Throw it down, you can.
9 of 23 on the season at the line.
Is yet to come over.
Missed the second one. One foul on Bell. Appears to be okay. Here's Pritchard driving. Wild shot, but it drops, and Oregon is back. His game is three-point shooting. Almost a turnover by UCLA, and a bad decision by Holiday. Now Ball fouled on the way to the basket.
Another
three-point lead for UCLA. 2 minutes to go here. That's 4 fouls on Pritchard. He stays out there trying to defend Alford. Alford fires away. Can't knock it down. Brooks is open. 4-3. In and out.
look at Jordan Bell.
This half after shooting 50% in the first half.
They've scored 23 points total in the second half. That will not get it done.
Nearing a minute to go. Bruins by 3. Ennis charged with defending Lonzo Ball. Shot clock at 4. Ball breaks him down. Gets to the rim. Lonzo Ball has taken over the second half, but Pritchard comes back.
Lonzo Ball, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Muhammad Ali, who spent a ton of time here on campus. Albert Einstein spoken here. Bill Russell spoken here. Martin Luther King has spoken here. And right now, those Oregon Ducks trying with everything they have to make the grandest statement in their school's history.
They go back to Ball. Ball against Ennis. Shot clock at 8. Ball steps back. Long 3. Of course!
Expanded their game over the course of their career.
In the game.
Whoa.
Holiday missed it. Oregon beat. Three-pointer Dorsey. No good. Oh, Bell went for the stuff and he was fouled. He got 15 rebounds in the game. And he gets the bounce. Native. 1-point game.
Fake.
Here's Alford. They don't want to foul him. They want to force the pass. There it is. Can they get it? Holiday. They foul him. He just missed. A 1-and-1. Got the first one. Holiday gets them both.
Whoa, great change of pace.
Pritchard with 7. 5 seconds left. Bell.
Terrible offensive set.
Pritchard for 3. Short. That's it.